Mario time! Woohoo!
fun. I had a great time.
subscribe.
Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Nintendo Academy. We are live. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Blurpity blurp. Test 1, 2, 3, testing. I am here live talking to you from Nintendo Academy. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me go ahead and get some people here. All right. So can you guys hear me good? I know the music is probably a little high. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds good. Thank you, Ultimate Ego. All right. Okay. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I have some good news. I got some rumors. I got a leak for the Nintendo Direct. Apparent leaks for the Nintendo Direct. And then some Q&A at the end. So we got a good show for you guys tonight. A good live show. I have promised to go live almost every Saturday. I try to go live every Saturday. I have to give you guys some live news, some recap over the week, things that have been happening. And so, yeah, we got some news for you guys and some good news. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and start out with some shout outs here on the chat. We have Breezy Lothy on the chat. We have Isaac Gaming, Nintendo Academy member. We got Nintendo Academy member Carla Mar. We got Academy member Natsu. We got Raymond. We have Academy member Joycey J. We have Roll High Tagline Studios in the chat. We have Elemental Hero. We have The Paper, The Ultimate Eagle. We got some Japanese words I can't really read. We got Academy member Crazy Scoff. And we have, who else we have? Did I miss anybody? I said Raymond. I said Ray Plays Games. Shout out to Ray Plays Games. Roll High, Elemental Hero Paper. All right. Okay. So that is it for the chat. Let's hear. Let me know, guys, how are you all doing in the chat? How is your Saturday? How is your Saturday coming out? I got some good news here, and we're going to go over some rumors and some speculations for the Nintendo Direct. Apparently, it is very, 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 very soon. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this Nintendo Direct. For some reason, of all Nintendo Directs, I'm mostly excited about this one. I'm not sure why, but I'm excited about this one. Let's see here. Howdy, just Peachy went tubing with family today. That's awesome. Doing great this Saturday. Hey, what's up, bruh? Mosquito season here. That's not great. We have mosquito season here too. Brizzy, let's see here. My day has been all right. Went fishing, but got nothing. Work Mac I ordered was delayed. The fishing was cool. Even if you didn't get anything, it's still cool to go fishing. All right, it's awesome. That is awesome. Absolutely. Assuming we get a direct, I'll be amazing. All right, yeah. So there is some rumors that I want to go over, and a potential leak for the Nintendo Direct. Again, this comes from 4chan. So, yeah, even if it's nothing, it's always good to talk about. So yeah, so we are here. You guys know I live in Florida. Yeah. So I can relate to what Carla is saying. There is a lot of mosquitoes everywhere. Humidity is crazy, and welcome summer. Hurricane season is here, and that's basically what we got going. Tomorrow, Monday, we also have the Apple WWDC. I don't know how much you guys follow that, but I do. I follow it every single year. I follow every keynote from Apple, and also WWDC to see what things they actually show. And it's a very exciting time of the season, so it's awesome. We get a Nintendo Direct. We got Summer Game Fest going this week. And there's so much, so much going on in the chat. All right, and suggestion for Raymond Roop. Raymond Roop, if you want to get your chat or your message published there, make sure that you only write it one time. That way, it's not marked as spam. So make sure that you only write it one time, and then I'll get to it and read it. Okay, buddy. All right, leaks rumors are fun. So let's go ahead and start with this and not keep you guys anymore. I have some things that I want to share before we get to those rumors and leaks. So let's go ahead and get to those. The first thing I want to share with you guys is this right here. This one right here. There we go. This is the first thing I want to share with you guys. Okay. This is the official promotion for the Super Mario panel. We're having the Super Mario Voices panel, and this is brought to you by Celebworks. Celebworks is the agency that promotes Kenny James, Samantha Kelly, and Laura Faye Smith. These amazing voice actors from the world of Super Mario that we love and hold dear so much. We have confirmed all three of them for the Super Mario panel. It's going to be, we're going to record it on the 25th, Saturday 25th. It's going to be recorded on that day. So make sure that if you want to submit your questions for Kenny, for Samantha, or for Laura, then make sure that you have put there is a question over in the community area that has to do with your question about the Super Mario panel, okay? So you can go ahead and ask one question each, okay? Depending on how many questions we get, I will try to choose everybody's question, okay? So let's say if you have 3 questions, one for Kenny, one for Samantha, and one for Laura, then I will, and then everybody else has also a question for Laura, Kenny, and Samantha, and then we have way too many questions. Then I'll try to choose one question out of your questions so that we can all have the opportunity to be called out, shouted out by your favorite voice actor, Kenny, Samantha, and Laura on the event. This is going to be super awesome. This is just the beginning of more things coming at Nintendo Academy. And and this is also the very first episode of Nintopic Podcast, episode 1. So if you do not have Apple Podcasts, no matter where you are, you can always download the Apple Podcast app. It's available everywhere on Android and on iPhone. You can also follow Nintendo Academy on the Nintopic Podcast on Spotify, okay, on Spotify. And don't worry, I will post the links to the first episode on the channel, and I will also post the video on the channel, okay? So we're going to have the video podcast on Nintendo Academy. We're also going to have the actual audio podcast on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, okay? There's a lot of podcast stations, but there are way too many for me to attend to all of them. So I chose Spotify because it's very generic. And I also put Apple Podcasts because it's the biggest podcast place. So, yeah, guys, the Super Mario Voices Nintopic Podcast episode 1. And this is episode 1. Guys, this is only the first episode of Nintopic Podcast. And when we look who we have for the very first episode. This is crazy. So I chose to do the Nintopic Podcast only once a month so that I can have episodes like this, right? If I were to choose to do it every single week, then I wouldn't have the chance to invite people just like this. So I want to make every podcast very special. That's why it's going to be a once a month special. Where I invite a lot of people. And Lottie, don't worry about your question being too long. Ask away, and we will get that question to your favorite voice actor. Okay, so no worries. There's no such thing as a long question. All right, let's see here. Carla said, "Hype, can't wait." Crazy said, "This is a banging lineup for the first podcast. Wish I could catch it live." It's not going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded. Okay, buddy. It's going to be pre-recorded, so it's not going to be live. We're going to have it recorded, and then it's going to air on the 26th. Okay, we are recording on the 25th and airing on the 26th. Okay. Some of our podcasts will be live, but this very first one, so that we're doing it pre-recorded. Okay, just because look how big the podcast is. We want to make sure that everything goes smoothly. I want to make sure that the guests feel comfortable on our first podcast, and then later on we'll have a live one. So make sure that you put your question in before June 20th. Okay, before June 20th, make sure that you put your question in, and this episode will premiere on Nintendo Academy on June 26th, and it'll also be available on the podcast channels as well. Okay, so on June 26th, I'm gonna be watching it with you guys. I'll be here at Nintendo Academy, and I'll watch it with you guys together. We'll watch it together. Okay. But yeah, make sure to submit your questions before then. That way we can all enjoy this podcast together. Our first episode on June 26th. If you guys have any questions about our first episode of the podcast, go ahead and write them down now in the chat so that I can answer a couple of the questions regarding our very first podcast, in Topics Podcast Episode 1, with Kenny James, Samantha Kelly, and Laura Faye Smith, before I move on to the next topic. Okay, so let me know in the chat, what questions do you have? Let's see here. Let me see here. What questions do you guys have on this topic before I move on to the next? This is the cool thing about being live, that I can go over a topic, and if you guys have a question about it, then I can go ahead and answer it right away here. So yeah, to sum up, while you write your question in the chat, to sum up, on the 26th, our episode 1 of Nintopic Podcast will feature Kenny James, the voice of Bowser, Samantha Kelly, the voice of Princess Peach, and Laura Faye Smith, the voice of Rosalina. Okay, and then she also voices some characters from what's that game that's in the back that's on iOS and PlayStation? Somebody in the chat, go ahead and tell me what game is that, because I completely forgot what game was that. Genshin Impact. Sorry, yeah, Genshin Impact. So she voices Genshin Impact as well. So let's see here. Lottie said, "I'll message Amanda on her birthday." Raymond and Roop, it's okay. Sorry, Carla Mar. What's up, cousin? Genshin Impact. All right, so that is it for this announcement. We are going to have the voices of Super Mario in Topics Podcast Episode 1 will be on June 26th at Nintendo Academy Live. We'll be there live to watch it together. It'll be recorded on the 25th, so make sure you submit your questions for any of these voice actors. And I'm still working on basically adding more people to the panel. So see if I can get a hold of more people on the panel. Then I'll let you know beforehand. That way you can also submit a question for them as well. Okay? So for now, let's see here in Nintendo Academy. Are you going to show the live Nintendo Direct next Thursday? Yes. If the Nintendo Direct will be next Thursday, then I will show it here live. We'll be here reacting live to the Nintendo Direct. Of course, I will not miss that for nothing in the world, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the news today. Today, we have rumors from the Nintendo Direct, and we also have leaks, apparent leaks. I'm going to go over a list today about some certain leaks that that were just announced. Somebody put it on 4chan, and then yeah, now people are talking about it. So I wanted to talk about it here live. I was going to make a video, but I'd rather talk about it live with you guys about these new leaks that just came up. Let's go ahead and get these leaks for here for you, so we can go ahead and talk about them. And you guys can let me know what you guys think about these leaks. All right. Okay, show here, show on the stream. There we go. All right, so right there, you guys can see this leak was at that 4chan website. I never kind of visit those places for leaks, but this one was posted there, and it's a Nintendo Direct leak. It mentions a whole bunch of things in the order that the Nintendo Direct will take place. For example, right here on the screen, you can see that it says 6/8/22. So it says that the Nintendo Direct will be on 6/8/22. Very possible. Very, very possible. And when it comes to the Nintendo Direct, it kind of goes in the lines of things that I've been saying on the channel for a while. I kind of let people know that they will always go back to the games they've announced. They have announced and have not yet released. For example, updates on previously announced games: Super Mario Deluxe Booster Course passed, the Wave 2 for June. Mario Strikers, a little typo there. Mario Strikers characters update announcement, which is kind of weird because the game is not out yet. So how are they going to announce an update for a character? Unless, I don't know. Mario Party Superstars board update. So we'll get apparently here we get a Mario Party Superstars board update, like a new board. Then we'll have a Nintendo Switch Sports update, penalty mode. So yeah, it looks like we have a Nintendo Direct. We already know that the Nintendo Switch Sports, we should be expecting more games added later on, right? So Nintendo already announced that. Now, will they follow up with this Nintendo Switch Sports update in the June Direct? There's only one way to find out, right? We have to wait and see. Then after that, other trailers for popular games like Splatoon 3 trailer. This is all new. So we'll get an all new Splatoon 3 trailer. I believe that if Nintendo does go ahead with the Treehouse, with the Nintendo Treehouse, then we will probably see Splatoon 3 Treehouse, like a gameplay Treehouse. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 story trailer. All right. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes story trailer. Bayonetta 3, the new evil trailer, scheduled for October 28th. So it says here that Bayonetta 3 will be on October 28th. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you guys are following down the list and looking at other things that are coming out. It's fun to look at the list and figure out what is it that apparently is leaking. I'm not sure if this is a leak, but it's always good to go through it just to have a conversation about it. But new from the Zelda series, we have the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. I've been saying this for a couple of months now. We might get a remake a la Link's Awakening with Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, which is pretty cool. Hopefully this is a good one because, man, I'm looking forward to this right here for Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. Another game that I wish they actually remade, if they don't make these, is A Link to the Past, which is super awesome. Then apparently this the Zelda game will be available on November 11th, which will make this the Zelda game for the year. Nintendo said that they wanted to release a Zelda game every year. So if true, the Oracle of Seasons and Ages, this will be the Zelda game for this year, or this could not be true, and then we'll get the ports for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So let's see here. Planned for November. Yeah, so November 11, 2022. The trailer of the sequel for Breath of the Wild, planned for March 2023. So that says here, trailer for the sequel to Zelda Breath of the Wild, planned for March 2023. So I'm guessing they're gonna give us a bigger trailer. I hope so. I hope we get a bigger trailer for Nintendo for Breath of the Wild 2. It will be awesome. The trailer is dubbed and has an estimated length of 3 minutes as of May 29, 2022. That is very, very. Oh, yeah. They mean dubbed, isn't that? It's already translated and ready to go. New amiibo for Breath of the Wild 2 and Oracle of Ages and Seasons will be released at the same time as the games. Can you imagine Breath of the Wild 2 amiibo and then Oracle of Season and Ages amiibos? Man, just like Lottie said, geez, a month before my birthday in November this year, direct. That is awesome. I hope we get a new Pokemon amiibos for the Nintendo Direct. I really do hope so too. Yeah, we have amiibos like crazy. Let's see here. New from the Super Mario series. Okay, a brand new trailer with the Super Mario movie starring Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, Rosalina, and company. The theatrical, say right? The theatrical. A new game. Okay, so the different releases are planned for regions. These have already been announced. Okay. All right. So then let's see here. A new game starring Donkey Kong and King K. Rool. So Donkey Kong the King returns planned for spring of 2023. Wow. So if this is true, we have a lot going on for spring of 2023. We got Breath of the Wild 2, spring 2023. We got Mario movie, spring 2023. And now a Donkey Kong game, spring 2023. Man, 2023 spring is loaded. Let's see here. We're gonna spring is about to spring. Or what do you call that? Spring is sprung. Other new announcements: 3-4 Switch. What the heck? 3-4 Switch will be released. What? 3-4 Switch. So is this the sequel to 1-2 Switch? Come on. I call it 3-4 Switch. That's a little bit much. This is crazy. So yeah, 3-4 Switch. I don't believe that. I don't believe we're gonna see. I don't believe this is gonna be 3-4 Switch. That's just little nutty. 3-4 Switch will be released on September 2020. Excuse me, September 23, and will include more mini games from 1 to 4 players. That's good. Metroid Prime HD will be released on October 7th. So almost a year after Metroid Prime. A year after Metroid Prime and the Nintendo Switch OLED, we're gonna get a Metroid Prime HD. That could be something, right? Then the latest announcement: Metroid Prime 4 trailer planned for 2023. Raymond Roop says, I hope we get the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC for Nintendo Direct. Hey, hopefully. Jesus Calderon, hey, how you doing, man? And this is the leak, apparently. Okay, so it starts with a Direct on the 8th of this month. Okay, Nintendo Direct on the 8th of this month. Let me look at my calendar here and tell you exactly when the 8th is. It's a Wednesday, so it's very possible. Nintendo, they go for Directs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So it is very possible that we do get a Nintendo Direct on the 8th because they normally go with Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Nintendo Direct. So it says here 6/8/22. And that is a lineup that apparently will be in this Nintendo Direct. Now, there's one thing missing here. That could tell me that this might either not be all the information or not be the information at all. Because right now, if you notice, there is no mention of Nintendo Switch Online. There is no mention of Nintendo Switch Online in this supposed leak. So there is no mention of Nintendo Switch Online, and trust me, if Nintendo wants to extend the life of the Nintendo Switch until at least the upgraded Switch, then they need to add more consoles to Nintendo Online. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Nintendo Online, and I feel like Nintendo will announce in this Nintendo Direct a Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color games for Nintendo Online, and I hope they also add the GameCube. And this could be a reason why they have not yet added Wind Waker. They have not ported Wind Waker because maybe they're going to port Wind Waker as part of the Nintendo Online membership with the original Wind Waker for the GameCube. So yeah, this could be something that Nintendo could do. Hopefully, we see this, but yeah, I feel like Nintendo will address at least Nintendo Online. If no games are added, if no new consoles are added, at least we'll get more games added to Nintendo 64 and Nintendo GameCube for the Nintendo Direct, because Nintendo cannot go over a Nintendo Direct without having to promote Nintendo Online, to the masses. Again, the Nintendo Direct is a big event for them, and they're gonna take every opportunity they can to keep trying to make those memberships for Nintendo Online go up. So GameCube edition would be amazing, said Renee. I agree with you 100%. The GameCube edition will be super amazing. I think it's capable of happening. Hopefully this year, and that could be a reason why they haven't added Wind Waker. Raymond says, I hope we get is a new Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Super Switch for Nintendo Direct Fall 2022, or early winter 2022, or nearly winter in 2023. We never know. If Nintendo does announce an upgraded Nintendo Switch, they might not do it for the Nintendo Direct. They might do it on its own. Remember how they announced the Nintendo OLED? Remember how they announced the Nintendo OLED, the Switch OLED? It was just a trailer. There were no major announcements like a special announcement. They just launched the trailer. They just let the OLED trailer go. And that's it with the release date, and then they kept promoting it as they went on. But then there's also Nintendo is also doing a tour. So let me go ahead and go to NintendoAcademy.com. If you have not visited NintendoAcademy.com, we do have NintendoAcademy.com, so that you guys can there is a lot. There is a lot of Nintendo news and information, and of course I can't really share everything with you guys because there's so much stuff, but everything that I can't share, I always update NintendoAcademy.com weekly, so you'll get news, the latest releases and stuff. So let me go ahead and show you right here, NintendoAcademy.com, and like you see here, I actually update this. I update this every single week. So we have the latest news. You can enter here your email to get notified. Okay, this is another way to enter our giveaways. Okay, and to get updates. So right here, you can enter your email at NintendoAcademy.com. But I want to bring your focus over to this right here. This is news from this week. Nintendo says Nintendo hits the road this summer with an interactive Nintendo Switch experience for kids and families. Now, do you guys remember when Nintendo last did this? They did this when they launched Mario Odyssey. You know how they launched Mario Odyssey and they brought Mario Odyssey on tour, and they had separate like locations to where they had like little tents and stuff. So they're doing it again. They're calling it the Nintendo Switch Road Trip. Okay, this right here, calling it the Nintendo Switch Road Trip, just announcing this tells you that they plan on extending the life. Maybe this begins right after the Switch, the next model comes up. But let's go ahead and read here so that you guys can see what this Nintendo Switch Road Trip is all about. It says here, Nintendo is hitting the road this summer, okay? This summer with the Nintendo Switch Road Trip to bring families an interactive experience from June 10th. June 10th. What day is June 10th? Let's go ahead and find it. June 10th is a Friday. June 10th is a Friday. So if Nintendo wants to announce this in the Nintendo Direct, then the Nintendo Direct should be on the 7th or the 8th. That way they have time to promote this. So it says here, on June 10th through to September 5th, Nintendo is making stops across the United States and inviting families to enjoy hands-on gameplay with the newest member of the Nintendo Switch family, the Nintendo Switch OLED model system. Okay? You'll be able to play demos of some of the latest Nintendo Switch games, including Nintendo Switch Sports, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and Mario Strikers Battle League, which launches on June 10th. So yeah, on June 10th, it starts on June 10th, the same day they launch Mario Strikers Battle League. And it says here, with the newest member of the Nintendo Switch family, the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now, when you look at that and you read that, you say, wow, they're actually kind of focusing on that Switch OLED. Are they really going to launch another Switch? Or are they going to go ahead and just discontinue the old one? Because right now the focus is on the OLED model. Okay. In addition to featuring the latest Nintendo Switch games, the vibrantly designed experience will be decked out in colorful Nintendo decor, perfect for shareable photos opportunities and social media. Plus, you'll have the opportunity to receive free Nintendo swag while supplies last, as well as purchase Nintendo hardware and software you've enjoyed at the experience via online Nintendo store. So right here below, we have the places they are going to be going at, right? And again, guys, this is all at NintendoAcademy.com. We do have a website, NintendoAcademy.com. Make sure you go ahead and add that to your bookmarks on your phone and on your tablet, wherever you check your internet stuff, your news. And there's so much more that you can check here. Right now, this is the schedule for where they're going to. I'm sad because they're not headed to Florida. They go to Minnesota, Colorado, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Illinois, California, San Diego, Pennsylvania, right? North Carolina, California, and Seattle, Washington. Right now, the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina is the closest one. I'm going to try to see if I can go ahead and head out there August 12th through August 16th. August 12th through August 16th. So I'm going to make that a calendar, and I'm going to try to go up there. I'm going to drive up there and see if I can get some footage for you guys of this event. But look at the footage here. Look at this this picture here. Let's see if I can make that closer for you guys. This is the location, guys. You can see here, this is the huge tent they put up for the event. You can see here it says Nintendo Switch Road Trip. And they have the Nintendo Switch OLED right big in the center right there, right? So, yeah, Nintendo Switch Sports, Kirby. We got Luigi here. We got Animal Crossing over here. We got, let me see what else we got. Maybe this can give us a hint at something in the future. Let's see here. Okay, we got Mario. We got Princess Peach. We got Isabella. Got Luigi. Okay, we got Kirby and the Forgotten Land here. We got Kirby here, Nintendo Switch Sports. Let's keep going in. Let's keep going in and see if we can find something. No, that's it. Mario Strikers, right there. They have screens on this side, which looks pretty cool. Like you sit down here and you play with the Nintendo Switch. Very cool. Very, very cool. It is a good place to take pictures. They were right now. Forget about don't ignore that. That's just an advertisement from the website. But yeah, it says right here, for more information about the Nintendo Switch road trip, visit nintendo.com/events/road-trip. So that is the road trip thingy for the thingy there, which is pretty cool, right? You know, I've always wanted to go to one of these Nintendo events. And the closest one is about 8 hours from me, maybe 8 hours. I'm gonna see if I can hit out there and do a video out there for you guys. Hey, Nintendo Republic, welcome. And what's this? Yeah, this is basically news for a Nintendo Switch road trip. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch road trip. Nintendo is having an event, which is called the Nintendo Switch road trip. They're going to be traveling to different locations around the United States, and they'll be having a tent just like this one right here. They'll have a tent just like that one. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Right there. That way. Yeah, so they'll have a tent like this, and they'll be traveling around the United States with this tent right here. And it does look sick. I 100% agree. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder if the Mario voice actors have been to these official Nintendo events. I'm pretty sure they have, you know. About 5 hours from me. Stress. Carla, I can see. I agree with you. I agree with you too. But yeah, I have one about 6 to 8 hours, and I'm probably gonna head out there for you guys just so that I can get some footage. For you guys. But yeah, this is NintendoAcademy.com. If you have not visited, let me give you a little tour of NintendoAcademy.com. Okay, this is NintendoAcademy.com. You click here, it takes you back to the main page. You can see here the Winner Foundation, Nintendo Academy YouTube, and you can also enter your email here to get updates on the news we get here. For example, if you click on Mario Strikers, right? This is Mario Strikers is basically the main story here. But let's go over to another one. Kirby. We got the Nintendo downloads. If you guys didn't know, I have a press pass for Nintendo. Okay, so Nintendo gave me a press pass. And because of that press pass, I have access to all the games that are launching for Nintendo. Okay, third parties. And this is where I get all this information, right? And not only that, but I get a list. Look at this. A list of all of the games that are coming out on Nintendo Switch. Okay? So you get here an entire list. Also new this week in Nintendo eShop, you'll get a list. So you know how sometimes we get launches every single week on Nintendo Online, and it's really hard to keep track of it. But here on Nintendo.com, you guys can come over and get an update on all the everything here. All right, so Nintendo All-Stars. Let me see here. Nintendo All-Stars welcome the new Power Up member.
Wait a tick.
Wait, that's not it. Nope, that's not it.
Happy birthday!
No, that's not it. Nintendo All-Stars, thank you for joining Nintendo Academy memberships. That's not it. I'm not sure if that was either.
Wait a tick.
That's not it. That's not it. Nope. Yep.
Thank you, gracias, 감사합니다, arigato,
Happy birthday.
Mario, it's not his birthday. He's a member now.
Wait a tick.
No? Come on, dude. Nintendo Republic. Welcome to Power. We have another Power member? Another Power member in Nintendo Republic. Thank you for joining.
Happy birthday.
No, it's not his birthday, Mario. Come on, dude. It is Nintendo Republic. You guys can tell that I have no. You guys can tell that I have no idea how to use this. So Nintendo Republic just gifted one membership to somebody in the chat who is not a member. So go ahead and claim it. All right. So Lottie, hey, Lottie was gifted a membership. That means that she is not a member. And
Happy birthday.
okay, Mario. Okay, Mario. That's not the one, dude.
Wait a tick. Did you just super chat me?
No, that's not it either. Come on, dude. All right. So thank you. Thank you to Nintendo Republic for gifting one membership. And thank you, Lottie, for accepting that membership. And welcome to the ranks of memberships here at Nintendo Academy. I hope you guys enjoy all the new behind the scenes stuff. So you have a new area over in the community area where you can see behind the scenes. And plus emojis. You guys could get a whole bunch of emojis here. Go ahead and any members, go ahead and share all the emojis that you guys have access to. Thank you, Nintendo Republic, for joining and for gifting. And also thank you, Nintendo All-Stars, our three brand new members here at Nintendo Academy. Guys, I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome. Super, super awesome. There you go. Carla Mar just shared all the emojis, and these emojis are subject to change. Right now, we are in the middle of voting for new emojis, so you guys can go ahead and also you guys can vote on new emojis to be added to the Nintendo Online. And, we got Amity Wolf. Welcome, Amity Wolf. We were just talking about Nintendo Direct. Let's see here. Let's do a recap. Of everything we spoke about today, okay? So first, we went over the Super Mario Voices on June 26th. We have the Super Mario Voices here at Nintendo Academy with Kenny James, Samantha Kelly, and Laura Faye Smith. You have your opportunity to go ahead and choose, send them a question, okay? So you can send them a question there. Then you have then we had the Nintendo Direct leaked. Apparently, all this information there, Nintendo leaked a whole bunch of information here that is happening. Blippity blippity blip. And then we went to NintendoAcademy.com and we went over a whole bunch of other stuff, including the Nintendo tour. Nintendo's having a tour. And I hope to get there soon. Now it's time for the Q&A. Q&A. Wait, hold up. What is this? Hi from stream. There we go. We are back. So yeah, let me know, guys. What questions do you have? My laptop got a virus. Rip. I'm mobile now. Oh man, sorry about that, man. Sorry about the laptop. That's not great. I hope you're able to get that thing out. But yeah, what questions do you have? You can ask questions on the Nintendo Direct. You can ask questions on the first episode of the podcast with the voice actors, and you can ask questions on the channel. You can ask questions on the oh my god, Mario. Anybody with a birthday? Because Mario keeps popping up saying it's Mario's birthday for some reason. I'm not sure why he keeps saying happy birthday. try and think of something funny for Kenny. Okay, yeah, I gotta try it. Yeah, Kenny needs no help being funny. He is hilarious. Okay, Kenny is funny all by himself. He is hilarious. It's gonna be super fun. And the thing is that Kenny and Samantha, they get along very well. Okay, Kenny and Samantha, they get along very well. So you guys are gonna see Kenny, Samantha, and Laura. They have great chemistry, and it's gonna be super fun. Gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna ask so many questions, and it's gonna be super awesome. So, Kenny James, Samantha Kelly, and Laura Faye Smith will all be here on June 26th for our first episode of the Nintopic podcast. I am super excited. I hope you guys are too. It's gonna be super awesome. If you just got here because of the Nintendo Direct leaks, yes, we went over the Nintendo Direct leaks. There's a whole bunch of information about the leaks regarding what's coming out. So yeah, you can actually go ahead and rewind this live all the way back. If you just got here, go ahead and rewind this live all the way back, and you can actually go back and hear about the leaks. Okay, that way you don't miss anything on this live. It's pretty cool. That's a good feature that YouTube. I got a question from Nintendo Republic Academy. Remember Nintendo Republic? I got a question. Why are the Switch Sports characters height not adjustable? That is true. You know, that is very true. I wonder if the actual Switch Sports Lite characters are not adjustable, but the means that you use to create are. So could be a thing, right? And when you create your Mii on the Nintendo Switch, then they could be adjustable there, and then maybe when you transfer them over to Nintendo Switch Sports to play, they could come up at the height that you put them, or they will probably default to the height of the Switch Sports. That could be something that we can talk about later on. But yeah, I haven't noticed, but we'll look into that. As for recommended emojis, the laughter emojis on the 10,000 subscriber live stream. We'll see here. This is Lottie. Yeah, the laughter emoji, the one for the Zelda. I got a question. We got that one. And then we got, did you know Kenny can do a couple of cartoon impressions, Mike? Yeah. On the first interview we had with Kenny James, he did do a lot of impressions. So this time, I will go ahead and let them. I'll try to ask them how many impressions he can do. Okay, so that will be one question. If you guys want to add that question to the chat over on the community area for Kenny James, then make sure to add that question. Okay, Lottie. That way we can make him do as many impressions as we can. Because the guy, he's very talented. He can sing too. Sings very good too. So I find the height of those new avatars on Switch Sports very awkward. Right? They're very generic. If the link for the Direct true or not? The link is a link for the Nintendo Direct true or not? You mean something that we discussed in the chat, the leaks? So if you just got here and you want to see the leaks or that we spoke about for the Nintendo Direct, you can just rewind the cursor over and then find where we start talking about the leaks, and then there they are. These are leaks that came out with 4chan. There's a list of things that in order for the Nintendo Direct, even the date as well. So if you just got here and you're interested in knowing about the Nintendo Direct leaks, you can go ahead and just rewind on the cursor and get back to that point on the video and get up to date with that information, and then come back over here to the live. Surprisingly enough, Kenny used to be a lead singer in the 90s. Yes, he was. He spoke about that. In the previous interview. But this interview is going to be so much fun. And our chat is growing. 23 live people. If you just got here, then we spoke about the leaks for the Nintendo Direct that came out. You can also go ahead and rewind the video, and then go over back to that point where we start talking about the leaks. Okay. So if you just got here, if you just got to the live, welcome to the live at Nintendo Academy. And if you're interested in learning about the leaks, just go ahead on the cursor and just rewind this video to the point where we start talking about the leaks. That is the second thing we talk about. We first talk about the panel, and then next we talk about the leaks. Okay, so go ahead and use the cursor and then go over that part so you can find that part where we spoke about the leaks and you can be all up to date. Then once you're all caught up, you can come back over here to the live. All right, so come on now, Raymond Rupp. Hogwarts Legacy has been announced for the Switch. Yes, Hogwarts Legacy. I know for a fact that game needs to be on the Nintendo Switch because that game is so massive, so huge. I'm so excited for that game. I can't wait for that game to come out because it's very cool. He also did a cartoon, Dragon for the North Carolina Church, named Zingo. That is hilarious. So, Kenny James, that's a lot of trivia, Lottie. You're the trivia queen of the channel. A lot of trivia. All right, let's see here. So yeah, that basically, if you got here for the Nintendo Switch leaks for the Nintendo Direct, then I have quite a few people who are actually getting back there, looking at the leak. Just make sure to rewind this video, and you can go back there to where the leaks are, and then you can get you're all up to date with the video. Yay! All right. So there we have it. Any more questions in the chat, guys? We spoke about the Nintendo Direct leaks, which if you just got here, you can just rewind this video and see where the leaks are. We spoke about the panel, the Super Mario panel, which is going to be awesome with Kenny James, Samantha Kelly, and Laura Faye Smith. Get your questions prepared, folks. I can't wait to see them. Yep. Get your questions ready. Get your questions ready because it's going to be an awesome first Topic episode of podcast Nintendo podcast. Yeah, that's how that goes. All right. So, any more questions? Let me know, guys. And if you have any more questions in the chat, if you have questions about the Nintendo Direct, let me know, and I can answer those questions right here, right now, live. No, Mario, it's not anybody's birthday. Or is it anybody's birthday? Because Mario keeps insisting that it's somebody's birthday. He just keeps on going, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's prove something. Is laughter contagious? Have you ever watched a TV show? Okay, have you ever watched a TV show where you found a joke that wasn't that funny, but there was a laugh track added to it, right? And you kind of started laughing just because you heard the laughter. Has that ever happened to you? And do you want to try that now to see if it works? Laura is very new to the mini roster. She recently made a public live appearance last year called VisionCon. All right, so let's see if this is real, okay? So, how about that airline music? Are you guys laughing at me? Stop laughing at me. That is not funny. Are you done? Are you done? You know, airline food. It's not that funny. That guy in the back, you're just fake laughing, dude. You're a fake. You. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Guy with the green shirt and the blue nose. What do you call a bear who sits on a toilet? I haven't said it yet. Why, you think the word toilet is funny? Oh my god. Okay, it's called Winnie the Pooh. Have you ever been to the airport? Okay, and you randomly get picked every time. I mean, how random is it if you get picked every time? We're doing a random check. Hey, you right there, sir. Come here, sir. Come here, sir. Take off your shoes. Like, seriously, every single time. Randomly, I get picked. I should just go to the airport wearing a huge Puerto Rican flag. I don't know. So yeah, did it work? Did the laugh track work? Did you guys? Was it contagious with the laugh track and the stuff? Because that's basically what they do the laugh track for, to make jokes that are not that funny seem a little bit funnier. You know. Said Nintendo Republic, it did for me a bit. So yeah, that's what laugh tracks are for. It makes people laugh at things that are not really that funny. Like, for example, just like an expression. People just don't get it. They just don't get it. I know. Why not bloopers on your yeah, we can do bloopers too. We can do bloopers. I have a whole bunch of bloopers. Every single video that I do has bloopers. Every single video that I do, I just don't just kind of just ignore them. But every single video, I'm like, welcome back to Nintendo Academy. I'm Joe. There's not Joe. At one point, I was entering an elevator, and it was so full. The people in there just took one look at me and said, mm-mm. Mm. So I took a step back, waited for the next one. By the time the door opened, boom, boom, it was packed. I'm like, what is it today? Elevator day? Is it because theme parks are closed? Everybody's just riding up and down the elevator? Push that button. Woo! Boom. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why do elevators always have to be full? I mean, you try, and then have you ever been on the other corner of the elevator and then the elevator is full, but you have to get to the first floor and then everybody else has a different floor, and you're like, can you push the floor for me? But you're too far back, nobody can hear you, so you just ride all the floors. You ride all the floors until the elevator gets empty enough for you to push floor number 1. It happened to me. Don't laugh. It's sad. Every time I get on an elevator, they either take one look at me and say, no. Or I go to the back of the elevator and try to get, to my floor, and I end up riding every single floor just to get to my floor first, and it just doesn't work. So that's it, guys. That's my comedy stand-up. I'll be here all night, pushing this button here and pay people laughing. Pay people with fake people laughing. When Pokemon games do when Pokemon games do you like better, Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet? Or what's your favorite legendary Pokemon for the games? Lottie, that was the best part. Those are the starter moments for perfect bloopers for a new show. Mike's memorable moments 2022. RIP. LOL. Pokemon Garlic. Pokemon Garlic. Yeah, that was one mistake. I called it Pokemon Garlic, and you guys made a meme from a Pokemon Garlic and spread the meme all across Discord chats. Pokemon Garlic. You know what? One day, there will be a Pokemon Garlic. And then let's see who has the last laugh. Who has the last laugh? Pokemon Garlic will be real. Like a little garlic with eyes, like a little garlic Pokemon with eyes. Pokemon Garlic will be real. It will. It will happen. You will see. You will see. Yes, it will be real, Pokemon Garlic. All right, guys, that'll be cute Pokemon Garlic. Yeah. Be like a little tiny little. You know what? I'm gonna make it myself. Watch. I'm gonna go ahead and create it. And then stay tuned to the chat, to the community area, because I'm gonna go ahead and create Pokemon Garlic and then show you guys Pokemon Garlic. Okay. Pokemon Garlic, and no, that's just Pokemon Garlic. That's it. So yeah. You guys gonna see. You guys will see. I'm gonna create Pokemon Garlic and put it on the chat, and then you guys will see. It'll be real. I'm gonna send it over to the team over there at Pokemon Company so that they can make it real. Pokemon Garlic. All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much for playing a part here at Nintendo Academy live news, events, and thingies. If you just made it to the live, you can rewind the entire live and get some leaks on the Nintendo Direct. You can also find out some news on our brand new episode 1 of the Topic Podcast with Kenny James, the voice of Bowser. We have Princess Peach, the voice of Princess Peach, the voice of Samantha Kelly, and also Laura Faye Smith, who is the voice of Rosalina. All right. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will catch all of you. I will catch all of you in the next one. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed this live, please help me out with a thumbs up. That way we can continue doing lives every single Saturday like this. And then share it. Share it with your friends and family and friends and even your grandma and even your cats. We need some comedy skits. All right. So next Saturday, I'll get you guys another comedy skit Saturday live here next Saturday. Okay. Besides the news, I'll give you guys a skit next Saturday. I've actually been planning on skits, a brand new series of skits called Nintendo Meetings. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the name for the first episode. Okay, it's called How Nintendo Got Its Name. Okay, that's the first episode of Nintendo Meetings. How Nintendo got its names. Then I also have let me show you a few of the episode titles for Nintendo Meetings. I'm gonna go ahead and do it live here and then upload it separately. But let me show you the episode names for Nintendo Meetings that I'm working on right now. How Nintendo got its name, the first video game, how Super Mario was born. And these are all skits. Okay, these are all skits that I'm writing myself. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. You guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. Thank you for taking your time and spending time with Nintendo Academy here as we go through news, reviews, and reviews, but more news leaks and a whole bunch of stuff. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night or wonderful morning wherever you're watching from. And then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys. You guys are super awesome. Thank you, new members. You got who are here, the brand new members on Nintendo Republic. And we also have Lottie as a brand new member as a gift. And then we also have Nintendo All-Stars thing, right? Nintendo All-Stars, right? Was it Nintendo All-Stars, a brand new member? Let's see here. Watch out. Yeah, Nintendo All-Stars. So just keep watch out for your welcome little banner over at the community center section. All right. Thank you, guys. You guys are super awesome. Love you all. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.
Here we